Hey, how are you? Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Join me every weekday as we comment on the news, as we make fun of the news live. Everything said here is a joke. Always be joking. ABJ. Always be joking. Oh, maybe it's always be closing. Sorry, I quoted Alec Baldwin wrong from that movie. 12 salesman, death of his 12 salesman. Anyways, how you doing today? How's your beautiful middle of the week going? Right before the middle of the week. It's a gem out today. 1,000 degrees in the shade. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. It's only gonna get hotter. Listen, I wish, the earth was cooling, because at least you can bundle up. When the earth is getting hotter, yikes. A lot of people you don't want to see skimping down, including myself. You just don't want to see it. Oh my God, that person in their car, to block the sun, is putting up a empty Dunkin' Donuts donut box. That's a dozen donut box. And they're trying to use it to block the sun. What are they, taking a nap? Jesus. Anyways, a lot to talk about. Donald Trump is not on the list. Or is he? Well, technically, if the list doesn't exist, then nobody's on it, right? Pam Bondi, his lady henchwoman, I guess henchperson would be the appropriate thing to call her. Henchperson. His henchperson said, there's no list. I know we said there was a list, but now there's no list. Turns out there's no list. But I would think, and I believe I've heard many people say, including Elon Musk, that Donald Trump is on that list. The list that doesn't exist, of course. These are just some loose quotes from New York Magazine in 2002 about what your king, Don Trump, said about Mr. Hefe. It's just a loose quote on what he said. In case you forgot, or in case in 2002 you were born. Old Donnie loves to do interviews, loves to yap his jaw. And that's the problem when you like to yap your jaw. Some things come into pop culture. Some things are popular in the moment, and then you don't realize. In 2002, Trump thought Mr. Hefe was the shiznit. I'm pretty sure that's what they said in 2002 as well. And he was going to New York Magazine bragging. He's a lot of fun to be with. It's even said that he likes many beautiful women as much as I do. And then he said many of them are on the younger side. But don't worry, folks. The list that Donald Trump is probably all over, those files that he is all over, does not exist. Do not worry. They made it not exist. So don't worry about it. I mean, we only have hundreds and hundreds of photos. There's photos of Donnie bringing his kids around. I mean, listen, as a parent, I just got to call out, as dad to dad, Don, you're a bad dad. Because as a dad, if you're aware your friend likes him on the young side, you don't bring your kids around him, okay? A little life advice for you. I don't know how you made it this long. Oh, well, I do. Silver spoon in his butt. So yeah, so for those of you who are going, yep, you're right, the list does not exist. I guess I agree. It just doesn't exist. He was just saying he's a terrific guy. He said he's a lot of fun to be with, but he's not on that list. Right? Right, everybody? Is everybody paying attention to how this goes? Are you awake yet? Oh, God. So, it's good to see that the list doesn't exist anymore. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. But what there is something to see in, this horse-legged humanoid, that thing, whatever you want to call that. I wouldn't call it a representative because I mean, maybe in Georgia, that's what comes out of Georgia, but I would hope not. This thing wants to introduce a ban on chemtrails. So let me get this straight. You believe in some kind of weather machine, right? But you don't believe in climate change? I mean, you can't write comedy this good. If this was in like a Simpsons cartoon, you'd be like, damn, these people are on fire. This is hilarious. But it's real life. This is real life. What the fuck is going on in America? Has everybody just stopped using their head? This is what happens when you worship at the altar of business and the free market and money. You just lose all kinds of common sense. Your whole bottom denominator, your whole bottom line isn't about making sense with the S. It's about making sense with the C. It's sad. And speaking of that, also in the news, CBS News reporting today from Washington, beep, 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 beep. For those of you who are old enough to remember the beep, 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 the news wire, bitches. That's what I'm going to rename the show, the news wire bitches. Hit subscribe, join the conversation, hit the notification bell. The Newswire Bitches goes live every weekday. Here I am. But coming down the wire, the IRS says pastors who endorse political candidates from the pulpit shouldn't have to risk their churches losing their taxes exempt status. So there was a bill, what was it? The Johnson Amendment in place in 1954, named after Lyndon Johnson, then senator, soon to be president. I don't want to spoil it for you how he becomes president, but it's bad for America. And back then they had a little carve out for religious organizations for the rarely used IRS rule where if they endorse candidates from the pulpit, meaning, they went to preach at their church and they were like, we're MAGA, like you see all the time, they'd lose their tax exempt status, which I don't even think churches should have tax exempt status. Why? Isn't like this is what really baffles me. If your whole thing is like about providing for the community in Jesus' name, amen, you should be glad to pay taxes just like Jesus did. Jesus is like, give to Caesar's what is his, give to God what is his. And I got my eyeballs on you, Joel Osteen. I don't think you're giving to Caesar what is his. You're suffocating your neighborhoods with your McMansions. So this is going on. And the way the IRS has been gutted and with the way this regime has placed in loyalists everywhere, they're not going to be at the benefit of society. They work to benefit whatever makes Donald McTrump happy at the moment. They got to keep that orange fucker orange. So I'm guessing, churches now will be able to be tax-free while they're, hoisting candidate parties. I mean, there aren't even going to be any more presidential elections, right? Those are going away. Those are going away. The whole vote or die, remember P. Diddy? I think he's in jail. He did this whole campaign about vote or die. And it was a facade. It was make-believe. It was like, this doesn't really matter. Does it? At this point, does it? I'm not a Democrat, okay? And for everybody that's like, see, we could have had a Democrat. Unfortunately, the way things go is like when the Democrats are do-nothings, when they don't do much, when they don't help the people, they don't protect the people, they don't protect women's rights, they don't protect... we have to really go through like the birthing pains of a new nation. We need to birth out a new nation, and those labor pains are going to be brutally awful. And that's what's going to happen. People are going to have to learn the hard way. All these NIMBY not in my backyard, as long as it doesn't happen to me, motherfuckers, all those people, they're going to have to learn the hard way. They're going to have to learn the hard way that if your community suffers, you're going to suffer. You know, for all you people who wanted to clean up crime and get the criminals out, what you didn't realize was that that's your neighborhood. And the way you clean up crime, the best way, is provide basic human needs for people. It's only, been proven throughout history, but Americans want to pretend like, yeah, as long as my fence and my windows are gated, I'm fine. Oh, so does anybody know? Is anybody in the comments that knows Turtle Man Gaming and China openly makes it rain so that can feed their people? Interesting. China, you mean? We can call it China. Is that new slang? Openly makes it rain so they can feed their people. Okay. I love the commentary, Eternal Man Gaming. Keep that fire coming. Keep shooting them gems right at me. You can't read half of it, G. At work, Ella, throw shade. That's crazy. Turtle Man, do you know why churches don't have to pay taxes? Like, do you know the etymology of it, the history of it? You know the origins of that? I'm curious. I should have looked it up, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm playing today's news loose and fast. All right there? And hey, drop your ego with that at work, throw shade, that's crazy. What, we can't joke around? You too good for me now? What, do you think you're better than me? Throw shade, that's crazy. My Christ, Turtle Man Gaming, take it down a notch, okay? Coming into my comments acting like I can't joke around. Who are you to tell me I can't joke around? I love it. I love it. You take yourself very serious when you talk about China making it rain so they can feed their people. I love it. You're like, I'm no nonsense, you bitch. I will make it rain over your house with my weather machine. Climate change? Don't believe it. Weather machines? 100%. Haven't you ever gone skiing in November? There's no snow in November. They got snow machines. I get it, man. I get it. It's easier to believe that, that it's just some people making fucking laser beams shoot into the clouds and all of a sudden it's... I get it. Like, that's, No, you were the one throwing shade, G. I know, that's what I'm saying, Turtle Man Gaming. God, pay attention. Hey, pay attention. I don't give a shit if you're at work. You pay attention to me, Turtle Man. Acting like you're too good to pay attention to my live stream. You put your work down and pick up your phone. You paying attention? Thank you. Thank you, Turtle Man. That's what I was saying. That you got offended that I threw shade at you. I didn't even throw anything. I was just teasing you. Don't be sensitive. Come on. Come on, man. Joking around. God, what happened to America? I thought Elon Musk legalized comedy. Here I got Turtle Man Gaming telling me I can't do comedy. Ugh, I'm gonna have to write Grok and tell him. Remember this, there's no list, everybody. There's no list, but Trump is on it, but there's no list. I know there's many, many photos, but there's no list, okay? I know he said this in 2002 to New York Magazine. Anybody's mom out there still have a copy of 2002's New York Magazine? I would love to have that. I'm going to go look for it on eBay. I'm sure somebody has it on eBay. And do you guys remember this too? Hold on. Remember this? Remember when they gathered all the right-wing influencers and they were like, hey, we're going to give you some binders that just don't open them, but on the front it's going to say Epstein files? Who the fuck is still falling for this regime's lies? If you're out there, long walk, short pier, okay? Do the earth a favor. Long walk, short pier. Put on some ankle weights too. Because I'm telling you, if you're still believing these people, it's just, guys, If you haven't figured out what politics is the art of lying. It's promising you one thing and delivering another. It's the whole art of politics. Come on. All right? Feels like a crazy fever dream, right? I know. And all we're asking for is fucking school lunches for the kids. Well, here in Massachusetts, we put a 2% tax on millionaires, and guess what? We got free college, free state college, free community college if you want to get a bachelor's. We got free school lunch for all the kids, and we got some other bullshit. Those are the two important ones. And that's just with the 2% tax on millionaires. The rest of the country's missing out. Stop being lazy, okay? Tax the rich. Tax the wealthy. Don't worry. If you're watching this, we're not talking about you. Don't worry. Well, one day I might be a grok. That's what I'm just going to call billionaires from now. A grok. Old piece of grok. They're lazy as anyways. Look at how much Elon Musk is on Twitter. I'm like, God, get a fucking job, dude. Go to work for a couple hours. Stop playing video games in the White House and tweeting. Jesus. Acts like he's in a Seth Rogen movie. Solus, what's up? Icarus, another masshole. Yes! Icarus, you better hit subscribe and you better hit the notification bell or I'm going to hunt down your YouTube page and fucking like all of your videos. Huh? How do you like that? I won't even watch them. Just pop them up, like. Pop them up, like. All right? Because that's a cool-ass name. You flew too close to the sun, my friend. You flew too close to the sun. Love massholes. See, Icarus, you get it. Turtle Man Gaming is not from New England. You know how I know? Because when you like somebody in New England, you give them a lot of shit. You go hard at them. That's how we show affection. If I make fun of you, guess what? You're in. You're in. Thanks. You don't even know the half of it. Icarus, I like you. I don't know your political beliefs, but I like you. And you know what? Even if they're the wrong political beliefs, because in the year of our Lord 2025, folks, I hate to break it to you, there are wrong beliefs to have. One is believing Don Taco Trump is fucking good for your health. But number two is we can change your mind. We can change your mind. We can change your mind. If they got weather machines, this dumb broad, okay, let me just show you this photo. This fucking horse-legged monster of a human introducing bills to ban weather modification, but will do nothing for green energy. You understand we could have a new industrial revolution if America was just like, we're going all in on green energy. Everything's going to be run off the sun. I never understood how, number one, in New Hampshire, Icarus, you'll like this one. In New Hampshire, they have live free or die. But if you brought 2 pounds of weed into New Hampshire, you're going to jail. Live free or die is strictly for guns. That's it. Guns and taxes. Cannabis? No, you go to jail. Even though every surrounding country and state, everything that surrounds New Hampshire, you're a consenting adult. You could just be 821, whatever it is, buy cannabis, right? But the other thing is like Florida is the sunshine state. That's their fucking motto. And how much solar energy are they producing? Zero. Every parking lot in Florida should have solar panels over the parking lot. Number one, it would give you some shade. Number two, it would power America. You can't be the sunshine state. Just think about that. Is everybody thinking? I need everybody thinking all at once, okay? We're more powerful when we think together. Shut up. You shut up. I shut up. All right, Icarus. Liberty, freedom, America, what it used to be. Yeah. Well, almost dropped my toothpick. That's how you know when I've got it to the big times. When I start doing toothpick commercials, I'm not going to sell you a plot of land in Scotland like half these YouTubers. I'm not going to sell you MeUndies because you don't want MeUndies. But I will sell you toothpicks. Why? Because these fine tea tree toothpicks out of Australia are amazing. Stress reducing for me. I don't know what it will do to you. Maybe it'll stress you out. I don't care. Just buy them and try them. True, create shade. Yeah, right? Wouldn't that be amazing if every parking lot was shaded in Florida? Like, I got family in Florida, okay? And little kids. You need shade. But if that shade was also producing energy. This is like common sense. And the reason we haven't bought into it, number one, the billionaires and the corporate titans, the new fucking, what are they called? The rotund motherfuckers, the greed swine. They just don't see profit in it yet. They're like, we're making a lot of money off oil. We got old money. We need some new money to come in. All right. I'll be that new money. I'm going to come in and I'm going to make every parking lot shaded with solar panels. Maybe they'll go up and down depending on the weather. And not just that, block you from the rain, block you from the wind, block you from the snow, because it's going to start snowing in Florida, you know, unless this broad gets her weather modification bill crammed through. Chevy, sorry. I always think Chevy Chronicles. Good to see you, friend. How have you been? Long time. For those of you who are new, I'm Rob. I live stream. I comment on the news. We just make fun of the news. That's it. We're just making fun of the news. Like this broad. Oh yeah, I don't believe in any kind of climate change, but I do believe in weather machines because I went skiing once and there was a snowmaker. You fucking moron. You couldn't fucking write this kind of stupidity into a sitcom. But there are family members. Join the conversation. Join the mockery. Because that's all this is. America's become a joke. So join. Hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Chevy Chronicles, which I always call him Chevy because I think it's Chevy Chase, but it does stuff on Chevys. She also said the California wildfires were created by Jewish space leaders. That's what I'm talking about, Lil. Am I pronouncing that right? I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Lil. SK. I'm assuming it's Little. I love that name too. God damn, I love the YouTube names. Sometimes I really envy other people's YouTube names. And today I really like Icarus and I like Little. Turtle Man Gaming. I don't know if you're still here. You went back to work, but I'm going to tell you, not the most impressive name. I love turtles, but Turtle Man Gaming, I don't know. You should do a turtle that games. Or you know what? We're just spitballing here, but maybe like a gaming turtle. The turtle game, like Squid Game. Anyways, Little. Yeah, you're right. Like, she believes this horse-legged humanoid believes that there's a space laser. But when you're like, hey, there's a universal consensus among scientists outside of the like 0.1% of ones that were paid by big oil. I mean, even big oil, even like Mobil and Exxon were like, of course the climate is changing. My whole thought on this is why I didn't need science. Okay, I'm gonna break you off some knowledge. I'm old, so for everybody that's under 40, fucking listen. I used to get into an elevator in college to go up to the second floor because we had class there, right? And we would get in, and there was one elevator. It was an old building from the 50s. And we would get in the elevator, and my buddy Dave, God bless him. Dave, if you're out there, I love you and I miss you. I hope you're doing well. Haven't heard from him in 20 years. But Dave would get into the back, and then you knew when he started to giggle. And Dave was like 6 foot something. Skinny dude, looked like, what's the guy from Punk SLC? Played Scooby-Doo, Matthew something. He looked exactly like him. And he would start giggling, and then the whole elevator would stink, and it would start getting hot because he would get in the back. Dave would wait for the crowded elevator. He wouldn't take the next one. He would try to fit in, skip to the back, and then he would fart, okay? And the elevator would not only stink, but it would start to get hot because everybody was getting nervous, didn't know who did it. And I would be like, Dave, oh my God, you're killing me every day. It was like every Tuesday or whatever, Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? And that's how I knew climate change existed. Just that, because I was like, damn, you can't be in a confined space with someone letting out gas without shit starting to change, okay? It's that simple. I don't need science to prove that to me. And we are on a little elevator in Earth that's a rock, and these oil companies are letting out gas. The cows are letting out gas. You might be letting out gas right now. I don't know. But that's how I know. But this bitch is like, no, it's lasers. I'll believe in lasers. Like, this is how you know it's just malicious intent. You know, like she's doing the whole look over here. Matthew Lillard! Thank you, Alma. Matthew Lillard. He looked exactly like a young Matt Lillard. But we were young back then. I live and was raised in MTG Congressional District. No way. There are lots of people down here that are exactly like her. Oh, God bless you. God bless you for having the patience and humanity. If I live down there, I know down in the south, I'm up north. I know down in the south they like to say bless your heart. I would be saying that to everyone. Bless your heart, bless your heart. I wouldn't even be saying it nice. And people are like bless your heart. You know what I mean? Because isn't that how Southerners say F you, bless your heart? Up here in Massachusetts, we just say GFY, go fuck yourself, okay? All right, kid, why don't you go fuck yourself? That's what, what's her name? Marjorie Horselegs Green gets. She gets an old GFY, because it's just disingenuous. You're going to be introducing bills on, like, weather machines, but, you know, not trying to turn Georgia into the new solar hub. I remember when Georgia got the Olympics and we went through the Atlanta airport down there, and they had invested so much time and money. If you've never been to the Atlanta airport, it is huge. It's amazing. That's all from the 1996 Olympics, I think. And it's like, why can't we do that shit with green energy? Provide tons of jobs, good paying jobs, get free energy. You know what I mean? That's the other thing. They're like, I think the mindset is like, damn it, if we get energy from the wind and sun, how are we going to charge an arm and a leg for it? Right now, we have a ruse. We're like, we have to dig and mine and frack and do all this stuff so we can juice these people for their money and claim like, oh, we're working so hard. Not to say that the oil guys, the laborers, the people who actually do the work aren't. But if you look at how much prices have gone up, it's not because they're paying the laborers more. It's because the salaries of the CEOs, the bonuses, you know, they're just juicing the rates so the top few can get it. But if it's the sun, once you install that stuff, there's little maintenance. You know what I mean? It's not like having to search for oil every time. They can't produce scarcity. I mean, they're going to with the way the climate's going. So I think that's part of it, because they're like, God damn, if we're like doing solar power, wind power, water power, how are we going to turn around and tell people like, oh, your energy rates are going up? It's like, why? I see the sun right there, you bitch. And that's how you should talk to those people too. You show them no respect. No respect. You let anybody's grandmother go cold in winter, you get no respect from me. Especially when you have the power to do something about it. Seth Moulton, my congressional district manager, I'm talking to you. Oh, I'm helping energy rates go down by 5%. We ain't seen that 5%, but on top of that, your top donor is a big holder in the energy sector. Seth Moulton. Oh. And don't forget, guys, Donald Trump is on the list that does not exist, okay? I just want to remind everybody. That list does not exist. Pam Bondi said it, so it's Bible truth. Even though he was quoted in 2002 New York Magazine, there's this quote. You can read it yourself. Woo! Don't worry, guys. He's on that list, but the list don't exist. Elon Musk said he's on the list, and Pam Bondi said, but don't worry, the list don't exist. How does it feel to be so fucking dumb you fell for it? Oh, god damn. He takes that 5%. Yeah, exactly, Lil. He takes that 5%. Lil, do you do YouTube? I want to watch your videos to see if you introduce your videos. You're like, what's up, everybody? It's Little. Because I imagine it like Little Tisk Tisk. I love that name. God damn it. You should be a rapper. Those should be the greatest raps when you self-proclaim. You're like, yo, it's Little. I love your name so much. I love that. That's what it is. Is like, and this is why AI sucks, folks. Here's another lesson from an older head, okay? This is why AI sucks. Not only is there no soul, but it has no creativity. It's only creating, or it's only regurgitating what it's already learned. There's no new creativity to it. And here, what we experience, and this is why I love YouTube, because like in the live chat, little SKSK, that is a brilliant, ingenious, unique, creative name. I know there were rap name generators. I know we had that stuff, but that is so unique. And that is why AI should go the way of the dinosaur and the dodo. And I'm calling on all the white hat hackers, if those are the good ones, to take down AI for good. I screenshot a copy. Oh yeah, screenshot it. Screenshot it. Screenshot it. Oh no. Sorry, I didn't mean to shut that off. I was trying to go to another. Can I show you guys a painting real quick? We're going to take another brief moment away from the news. For those of you who are old enough to remember, that's what the news wire sounded like. I want to show you this painting. It's an amazing painting. I'm trying to become an abstract oil painter. I did not do this, but that's what I aspire to do. So I just wanted to share that with you. That's all. And don't forget, he is on the list that does not exist, folks. Elon Musk said he is on that list. He's all over the files. And Pam Bondi came out and said, but don't worry, it does not exist. It is so funny to me that people worship this regime. That they're like, yep, I'm just going with it, man. Yeah, he's going to release the files, the list. It doesn't exist anymore. It's like if you knew somebody like that in real life, you'd be like, I just can't do it with this person. I can't take it anymore. It's exhausting to try to understand what the fuck they're talking about from moment to moment. It's like whatever. When the wind blows, their mind changes. They have absolutely zero backbone. Woo, doggy. Oh, little. That's the correct. That's the correct pronunciation. It's short for keyboard smashing, falling over dead on the keyboard. LOL. I stopped making music a long time ago. Oh, please don't tell me you stopped making music. You're gonna make me go into dad mode. Listen to me. Okay, I don't want to tell you I'm disappointed in you, but I will say this. Don't give up on your passions, okay? Don't let this world make your heart turn cold, and do not make this world let you lose your love. Whether it's just a little bit every day, maybe get out your iPhone and you type away on iTunes with the keyboard, or maybe you just sing a song while you're cooking dinner. That's your job for tonight, little because that name is amazing, and I would really like to appreciate some music from you. And you don't know where your audience is, and they're probably waiting for you. So, again, we're gonna have to check in soon, because I'd like you to make some music. Big Rich, yeah, Trump sucks right now, but damn, he's living rent free in your head all day long. Honestly, I don't think of him much. It's just every day in the news, it's something new about how he's got to change his mind or something else is happening. And I like to point it out because there's a lot of people that are just trying to worship a man. They're just trying to worship their golden calf. And he is really doing a number on them. And that is, you got to say, these are interesting times. It is fascinating to watch these people who were so hardcore about the budget and deficits, and now they're like, fuck the budget, raise it by $5 trillion. They're just living embodiments of hypocrisy and zero character, morale, ethics, whatever. It's like a character study on how to be the shittiest person you could be. And make no mistake, Big Rich, I make fun of the news on my live stream, so I'm going to talk about the news. But if you think I'd go home and give two fucks about Trump, I hate to break it to you. That's why I was showing you the oil painting, because I've been trying to teach myself oil painting. I don't think I have a picture of my... Oh, you know what? You guys want me to show you a painting I've been working on? I'll show you some of my art. There you go. I'll show you some of my art. I usually don't show it. I finished it last night, but I love birch trees, so I'll paint birch trees. Hit the thumbs up button. Remar. Oh, damn. See, this is the other thing. Look at Remar. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm very sorry. But again, this is the uniqueness that I love, that I hate humans. I want everybody to have their basic needs met, but goddamn, I do not like humans most of the time. But let me tell you something. Remar, I don't know how to pronounce it, but good God, that name that you switch the E and the R, AI can never do that. It's just not creative enough. Unless you fed it your name and then it regurgitated it. This is what I love, how weird and unique humans are. I hate humans because they're very selfish and they just want to think about themselves and not communities. But I love the uniqueness of people. I really do. I got a video for you about hypocrisy. Morihiri. Oh, I can't stand Morihiri. Icarus, you're definitely an asshole talking about me. Nice. Keep the mind creating. Yeah, it's looking good, man. Oil painting is so difficult, Big Rich. Let me tell you something. This always here. Okay. Since it's only us, I'll tell you. When I was younger, I was going to become an artist. I was going to art college when I was in high school. I really want to become an artist, like really, really bad. I have some drawings on the wall and stuff. And I thought to myself, there's no way I'll ever make money doing this, right? I just didn't see like a career, but I didn't have the vision, right? And I was just like, what am I going to do? Like blow glass and live up in Vermont and, you know, wear a bucket hat all day and overalls. And I was like, come on. And the real world got me. The real world got me. And I gave up on that dream. And the other day, my wife bought some oil paints and I said, my God, I almost didn't even want to use them. And she was like, that's why I got them. And I was like, no, I can't. I just knew. I was like, if I touch these oil paints, it's going to be all over. I've never painted with oil. I've always wanted to. It's always been a dream of mine. My favorite artists are the Impressionists, the oil painters, like Monet, Van Gogh, Rembrandt. I'm trying to think. There's more. There's another. There's this German artist who does these nighttime painting. Anyways, I don't know the names, but that's all I've wanted to do. Like I've wanted to really paint night scenes and oceans and clouds in oil. And I started a couple weeks ago, and that's all I can do. I go home and I told my wife, I said, I'm so sorry. I was vacuuming and I was going to keep cleaning, and I got lost in this painting. Because I could sit for 6 hours just painting, just figuring out how the color wheel works and blending stuff. And because I stopped learning art. That's why that's why I was telling you, don't give up. Don't let the world, I have wisdom to teach you that I had to live to regret to teach. You can skip the mistakes I made and you can hear what I have to say. What I have to say is always keep your passion going. Even if you find 10 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, that's what I do now. I always give my passion a little bit of attention every day, no matter what, because I got my kids and all that. I like your passion. I can see where a lot of it's definitely a love-hate relationship with mankind. Yup. Give yourself more credit. You obviously have natural gifts. Oh, thank you. Hey, that is happy accidents, Icarus, Bob Ross. Yeah, my kids, we love Bob Ross. But Bob Ross, he's so frustrating because he makes it look so easy. And if you've ever tried to follow along, which I have, not with oils, like acrylics and stuff, or just, you know, I guess it's acrylics. I don't know. Again, I'm not like into the language, but it is so difficult to make it look like that, and it's almost demoralizing. So what I like to do is I like to just kind of paint like I just made up this scene, and then that way when I'm done and I see how bad it is or what I don't like about it, I'm not comparing it to like a professional painter, you know, and I can go, okay, I have room to grow. So the Bob Ross stuff is very difficult for me. I can't, I mean, at some point I will, but that's why I was showing you this other painting, because this is what I want to be able to do. And I'm actually working on something like that right now. But this is what I'd like. I would like to even be more impressionistic, but I feel like you have to get the real stuff before you can go full on impressionist art. You forgot he has decades of experience. Yeah, Icarus. I mean, he has that. Well, there are certain people, like I said, my buddy who passed away, Icarus, you might know, LB of the Boston Bruins and WAF. He passed away if you listen to radio in Boston. And I was talking about him because he's a unicorn. And there are people that are unicorns. Michael Jordan, my buddy LB, and Bob Ross. I think some of these people are just naturally have this destined path, like Jim Henson, who created the Muppets. It's almost like they're Tupac. There are people that are here that just have this gift that they have to like get out. They have this period of time. They get all this stuff out. They create. They give it to the world. That's another lesson for like why we don't need AI. Why AI should disappear. Is because like we need people like Jim Henson, who is so New Bedford. Yeah, what's up? Wait, is that the one that's south? I always get new and old confused. So you're way South Shore. I'm pretty sure that's South Shore, by like south of Taunton. My family's in Taunton, and that area. I love that area. You're from a fishing village too. I'm up in Salem. Make it your own, and I think you're gonna be surprised at how your own personal style of art is gonna be loved. It's always the personal touch. Big Rich, wow, you speak a lot of truth in that one. Bedford is north. That's what I thought. I always get them confused. The new, the old, New England, old England. But Big Rich, you make a great point. The personal touch. That was the other thing that always deterred me from my art, is I saw so many artists with a personal touch, and I never felt like I had my own. I felt like mine was just kind of blend into everything. But I keep looking for it. I'll tell you what, I'll spend my whole life looking for my personal signature touch. I'll never stop looking for it. And that's why I was saying to you, little, keep going. Because you have a personal touch. There's an artist on YouTube, Bunk Bed Coffin, who does like Nirvana covers, and he's very similar to that grunge sound and that Kurt sound, and he delivers something to his audience that I don't think you can get anywhere. He's such a great artist. I've shared him. Check him out, Bunk Bed Coffin on YouTube. They use common names from the old land, the mother country. Dartmouth is another. Yep. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap it up. I got some stuff to do, but I appreciate everybody coming in. If you could, hit subscribe, and then after, hit the notification bell, because I go live every weekday, and I would love for you guys to join me. It's been fun chatting. I know from Qatar. Thank you. Best wishes to you out in Qatar. Thank you for giving our president a plane. He really needed it. He didn't have one. He used to have a whole plane company, and then he bankrupted it, so it's good. You know, he needed that plane. I'm just messing around, but Ahmed, good to, we got to chat more. Next time, chime in some more. I got some questions about Qatar. I'd love to know more about your land. I love learning about stuff. Icarus, hit the like and subscribe. Big Rich, have a great one. Looking forward to seeing more art. Yeah, you know what? I wasn't going to share my stuff, but you kind of convinced me. I will share some more. I don't like doing it, but I will. Depending. I don't want to make any promises, but thank you, Big Rich and Icarus. Good to connect with you guys. Hit subscribe, then hit the once you hit subscribe, it turns into a notification bell. Hit that, because 5 days a week you could join me. We'll make fun of the news, and we'll just communicate. That's what it's about, being on this planet, right? We're on a spinning rock, and we're all here for some reason or another. Jim Henson was here to create the Muppets. God damn, am I jealous of him? See, when people are like, you're just jealous of Trump, you're jealous of Elon, they got all this money. I'm like, no, you know who I'm jealous of? People like Jim Henson, Dr. Seuss. These people, like Big Rich said, these people that have this signature style that is so unique, the world has never seen it before. And it will leave an indelible mark on this planet until its explosion and all the xenomorphs come out of the volcano, or whatever Ron L. Hubbard said is going to happen. But that's who I'm jealous of. People who just like come and they're like, I got to create. Like you hear Tupac, he's like, I got to get all this stuff out. They talk, he was always in the studio, like creating more songs. He had movies coming out. He had all this stuff he was going to do. Like, that's who I'm jealous of. The people who have this never-ending fountain of creativity blasting out of them. Again, like the xenomorphs that will come out of the volcano, whatever L. Ron Hubbard said. Whatever David Miscavige said. Pac was one of the rarest, greatest. I'm so blessed to have been alive when Pac was. I did my high school, like one of my final term papers on him. And grab his poetry book, The Rose That Grew from Concrete. My teacher even cited that in college. I mean, just one of the greatest. What's up, Timothy? Good to see you. Churches can now endorse and donate to political figures and keep their... Timothy, of course. I was talking about it earlier. This is so crazy. And you know what? Even though I believe in Jesus, and I don't want to say Christian, I just believe in Jesus, okay? And Jesus is my Lord, but like not the way the churches do it. They've perverted this shit. I believe like Jesus, like taking care of people and help people and love people and forgive people and don't charge a copay and fucking, help the poor, all that. Not the way the church has done it. But Timothy, you're right. And this is disgusting. I think that churches should be taxed no matter what. And especially if they're going to get into the political realm, I say tax them double. Double tax them. Fuck them. Or else you're gonna get that kind of church commentary. Timothy, good to see you, by the way, man. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, we're talking about that. Oh, and Timothy, just so you know, Donald Trump is on the list, but the list don't exist. Okay? And even though he's quoted as this, it doesn't exist. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, old horse legs herself, says she's gonna make a bill to ban weather modification, but she doesn't believe in climate change. I mean, you just can't write comedy this good. You just can't do it. All right, guys. Now I'm wrapping it up. Thank you, guys. Hit subscribe and notification bell. Big Rich, Tim, Icarus, little. You better make some music. All right.